So what is up? It is your girl K Belly, and welcome back for part 2 if you watched part 1. So yeah, basically what I was saying is just blah blah blah. You already know because you watched it. I'm not finna go over it. But to finish up what I was saying, I definitely have a goal within the next 5 years. And I don't plan on being in Jackson too much longer. So as soon as I get this last certification that I'm trying to get, that's when I want to go. Because then I have other plans that require more people, more supportive people at that. Jackson just, and unfortunately, I just feel like Jackson doesn't support like that because a lot of us here are poor. I'm not going to down talk a lot of people like that because it's like people would support for sure if they could, but the problem is they fucking can't. So that's why I'm gonna move somewhere else, like, cause me, I would support hella people financially right now, or just whatever if I could, but I can't, so I gotta figure it out. But yeah, so having kids and a family is something that I've always wanted, so I just want to make sure that I'm really set up for that. You know what I'm saying? I really want to make sure I'm set up and I'm able to do that because it's very paramount for me. Very paramount, okay? And the way I came up, I don't want them to have to be like, dang, Mom, I really wish you would have maybe just took a couple years in school or whatever. It could have been a little easier for us or just whatever. Like, yeah, not to get too personal, but you know, my mom and dad, they tried their best, but along the lines, they just kept making mistakes because they were young when they decided to have me and my brother, so they just kept making mistake after mistake, you know what I'm saying? And I don't blame them for it. It is what it is, but there is times I sometimes think like, man, you know, I wish maybe some things could have been a little bit different and a little bit easier. You know, I made sure I paid my own way, like through everything. Like through high school, when you guys seen me go to dances and stuff like that, I bought all those dresses, I bought all that stuff. You know, my parents never really were able to help me too entirely much because they were always having other stuff going on, and I just didn't feel comfortable asking or seeing how much they had going on, and they were already stressed out, especially my main provider. But yeah, so I worked for everything, you know. I got my senior pics for myself. I paid for them myself. I got my own open house together, of course, and paid for that myself. I got a little help from my aunt on that one, just a little bit, but I did the most of that one for myself too as well. For prom, I definitely did all that by myself too, and paid for it all, which I went kind of, and sorry I keep flipping it like that. When I flip it like that, I'm just checking the timing to see I'm not going too far. But when it comes to all of that, yeah, I paid for it all. And of course, I was going to JC at one point, and I was doing so good, and then things in my personal life, like the relationship I was in, just was really making me question myself a lot because they didn't ever seem interested in me anymore. And then I finally figured out why, but I ended up killing myself in that relationship, really trying to just don't ever try to, that's another last piece of advice, just don't ever try to make a relationship work. If it doesn't work, let that shit fucking go. As bad as you fucking want it, as bad as you love that person, let that shit go. Don't let it become toxic for you. That's all I will say. But yeah, that's the end of this and the vlog for today. Thank you very much. And yeah, if you guys liked, can you like, subscribe, you can comment if you want, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post another vid if you'd like. And yeah, you guys can just come on the journey with me. So yeah.